There has to be a middle ground. America's leaning towards capitalism out of control. Do you fix capitalism by putting more government programs, or do you fix capitalism by teaching people how capitalism works? Are you guys aware that capitalism gives the power to the consumer? The problem is that you guys are divided as fuck. Now, Italians are divided because we hate each other among small towns. Like, you could be living in a town a mile from here and we will make fun of each other. Because you need to understand that Italy used to be 300 states less than 300 years ago. It's like cultural differences. It was a hard thing to have Italians speak the same language all across Italy. In America, you have this issue that you're either one side or the other. There's no middle ground in terms of maybe having ideas from one side or the other. Can you be a capitalist and still think that you need human rights? And here's the thing, capitalism is more communism based than communism. You guys force companies to sell you things. iPhone is $1,000 because you guys accept it as a price. If tomorrow Taylor Swift would tell you don't buy an iPhone, wanna bet that iPhone prices would drop in price? If Americans would realize that capitalism works better when people realize their power as a consumer, we would have better products. The moment that you guys decided that convenience is better than healthy food, 60% of Americans started having weight issues. If people never started buying processed food in the first place, you won't have the issues you have today. Ozempic is just a consequence of demand for that product. If you guys were healthy in the first place, that medicine would have never existed in the first place. Your purchasing choices affect the purchasing choices of your friends and family and of the whole community, which then leads to changes in the market. That is the power you have as a consumer, but when people do not teach you that, you just keep on consuming it with no thoughts. The reason why healthcare is expensive is because you guys are one of the most unhealthy populations in the world. And you're so unhealthy that healthy foods are now sold as a premium to make you healthier, and it should just be standard. In Italy, we eat healthy up front. We cook ourselves because that's the way we do it. We decide that way. This is why we don't buy as many processed foods as you do, because it is embedded in our culture. This is why public healthcare and private healthcare are cheaper in Italy, because we use the government and the private healthcare system 4 times less than you do. Cars are expensive because you keep on buying them new every single year. The average age of a car in Italy is twice as much than in America. You guys consume. If less people will be buying cars, car companies will be forced to drop prices. I don't think you would need a middle ground in politics and economy if you taught people how capitalism actually works and the power they have as a consumer, but most of all as a community. I think that education is the goal to everything, and I think it's a responsibility even of influencers to educate every single day.